and welcome to S.Chablis. This week is a bit special because I received actually a long list of questions from Nicholas, who's actually hosting a blog or a website. So yeah, we're going to tackle those 5 questions in a minute. Hi and welcome to S.Chablis. I hope you had a wonderful week between rain and sun, and we're in autumn, so it's going to be colder, so you need wine. Can I say you need wine on YouTube? You need wine, well, you need to taste wine. You don't need to drink it because I might get into trouble saying you need to drink wine. Anyway, enjoy tasting wine. So again, this week we actually had quite a long email with plenty of questions from Nicholas, who's hosting a website called tuvadeguster.com. That's TUVASDUGUSTER.com. I think from what I've seen it's only in French, but if you like wine, if you want to do a bit more about it, go and pay him a visit. That would be very nice of you. So full name, and I'm going to translate at the same time, so be patient. My name is Nicolas. I'm passionate about wine, so much so that I want to become a wine professional. I don't know really what kind of job he wants to do, but all the best to you. Do go there, do try. That's probably one of the best jobs in the world. I'm writing about wine on a blog. That's called Tu vas déguster. We've already talked about that. And there's a special space called Questionnaire. You will get the trick when you see the title on the website, where I ask wine pros, that's winemakers and tasters and wine shop owners, the same list of questions. So the list doesn't move. Could you please answer? Of course I can. So who am I? My name is Arnaud, Valour. I'm 39 and I actually own this place called S.Chablis, which is a wine shop. Wine bar, a place where I teach about wine. So that's one part, but S.Chablis really is coming from a bigger company called Valour. Valour is my name, so it's the name of the company. I'm a bit, well, that's an ego question, you understand that. Not really, but still. So yeah, Valour is really a consulting firm about development, marketing, communication, project management, all those things. And so Valour was approached by customers probably 5 years ago, asking me to build a project for this place, for this shop. So I did, but when the customer said, you know what, I don't have the time to do that, or I don't want to do that anymore, I took over, and yeah, obviously I launched the project. So this is S.Chablis, but again, S.Chablis is part of a consulting firm. The other part you probably don't see because, well, that's when I'm not here, that's me teaching or giving lectures. So yes, sometimes about wine, but most of the time it's going to be about marketing, communications, development, international strategy. It can be about English, many different things. So bear with me, sometimes I'm not in the shop because I've got customers outside the shop, and well, sometimes I host events and sometimes I give lectures. So yeah, S.Chablis opens most of the time and sometimes it's closed. Sorry about that. So if you really want to come and see me, do call me ahead or do send me an email so you're sure I'll be there. Or you go to the website and I'll give you all the times I'm going to be out so you know exactly when I'm in. So that's my identity. What's my first souvenir linked to wine? Well, weirdly enough, it's not linked to France, it's not linked to Burgundy, it's not linked to Chablis, it's linked to California. When I was 14, 15, 16, I had the opportunity, I mean, more than the opportunity, it was a great opportunity to go to the US, to go to California. And it turns out it was in the Napa Valley, which, as you know, is an amazing winemaking place. So the story behind it is that obviously we had to do a tour of the winery, and wineries in the US are not exactly the same thing as the estates you're going to find in Chablis. But the guy who was giving the tour told us that, well, you see those casks and oak barrels there, they're coming from France, and the guy who's making the wine is actually French. And all of a sudden I thought, hang on, means that I could actually have that kind of job. And I wasn't sure what to do at the time. All I knew is that I wanted to speak English and master English, and that I probably would want to promote some kind of French know-how abroad, or maybe promote French know-how to people who are not really speaking French, that kind of thing. But I wasn't really clear at the time. It's a bit clearer now. So, I mean, my career wasn't always about wine. I started with the industry, which from the place it was made, was actually amazingly high in technology. So a lot of the markets were abroad, which is part of the French know-how. And then wine, and now food and wine and all those things. So yeah, talk to me about wine, foie gras and truffles, and I'm going to be amazingly happy. But yeah, it all started in the Napa Valley. Best tasting memory. We're going to be back in Chablis, and that's the Chablis Premier Cru Forêt Old Vines 1982. You know me, I will never promote keeping wines to 30 years, because it was the age of this wine. I would never tell that to a customer, and I would never advise one of my customers on the consulting side to say that to their customer. Because when I'm asked, how long can I keep a wine? It really depends on the person you got in front of you, and do you like old wines? I wasn't a fan at first of old wines, and this was just amazing. I mean, 1992, and the most surprising for a 30-year-old Chablis Premier Cru is that opening it was just wonderful. It was an amazing wine, and then the day after was even better, which, you know, was so surprising, because old wines, I wouldn't carve, I wouldn't wait, I would drink them, and that's it. And this one, the second day, was even better. So that was an amazing surprise. Last glass of wine was actually an amazing wine too. Well, it turns out I tend to drink amazing wines and discover amazing wines. This one wasn't French at all. It was actually given to me by a customer, which sometimes happens. I've got amazing customers offering wines. It was an Israeli wine called, from this estate called Somek, and it was a Syrah 2011. Packed with licorice and prunes, and just, an amazing, really long finish, packed with sun. Just an amazing wine, and not the wines we can make around here in Burgundy, and that's quite interesting. What we can make here, we can't make elsewhere, and the other way around. So that's why I love my job. I get to travel through wine. Don't know if that's a good thing to say. I should probably travel more when it comes to that in another video. And if there was only one left, well, I would be sad, because that would be probably the end of my job, at least the wine shop job. One left. One left is a very hard, and I get very, very hard question. I get that question all the time. Which one is your best? Which one is your favorite? I mean, it's going to depend on the day and all those things. But it's, I made the first selection for customers, so can I narrow it down? It's going to be problematic. And I don't want suppliers to think that I promote one before another, so I'm not going to tell you. No, but really, it's not as if I was to choose between my kids. And kids, if you watch that video, don't listen to that right now. I will never choose between you. I could choose between one, but I don't want to. I feel wine, to me, is so different, so wide in range. It's hard to select just one, because you could go for champagne one day, for Crémant the other, for a Petit Chablis, because that's the mood of the day, and finish with an amazing Grand Cru that's fully oaked, that's only 900 bottles produced. And that supplier will know who he is. That's Domaine Pinson. That's just an amazing wine. Still, would I choose this one rather than? Yeah, I don't know. Well, Nicholas, I hope I answered your question. If on your side you love those questions, go and have a look at his site. That's tuvasdeguster.com, tuvasdeguster.com. Plenty of information, plenty of interviews, beautiful writing, so do follow Nicholas there. If you want to follow S.Chablis, if you want more information about S.Chablis or me, do so. You can follow on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, and probably on Twitter, but I usually forget. I can't speak English anymore. What else? That's about it. So if you need more information about S.Chablis, if you want to follow the wine thing, if you want to get more into the business thing, part of things, and the consulting part of things, do follow S.Chablis and Arnaud, and you probably get more and more information as things go on. I hope you're going to have a wonderful week. And remember, keep on tasting. Bye-bye.